Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Victoria. I'm a mum of 5 in the UK. On this channel, I do home education, homemaking, motherhood, the occasional charity shop haul, and all my raw and filtered like video diary vlogs are now on Patreon, which I'll link below. Before I get started, there's a few dodgy subtitles in this video. I was trying to do some subtitles over me trying to polyfiller in a big hole in the wall where all the plaster was falling off. And you can't see it properly. So all it says really is that the plaster's horrible and mouldy. I don't know what I'm doing while I'm trying to fill it up, because normally my husband would have done that sort of thing before he was ill. And then my teenage son come up and was laughing at me and telling me it needed sanding down. I haven't sanded it down, because I haven't got the tools or the skills or anything. So I've just painted it, as you'll see. So I'll try not to do dodgy subtitles in the future, but that's kind of what happened. Today I want to talk about the magic of motherhood. I did a post on my Facebook blog and Instagram blog the other day saying that we all love that scene in the last Harry Potter film where Molly Weasley says, "Not my daughter, you bitch," and she kills Bellatrix. And that's because Bellatrix, if you've not seen it, Bellatrix is like a bad witch, and she goes for Molly Weasley's youngest child, who's a girl. And she soon learns that she shouldn't have underestimated Molly Weasley. Now, Bellatrix underestimated Molly Weasley because she just saw her as somebody's mum. She didn't take into account the fact that, well, one, Molly Weasley does multiple spells simultaneously to keep a busy household running, like in the scenes where you just see knitting happening by itself and washing up happening by itself. And she'd have kept all that magic going simultaneously without having to focus on it, because she'd have been busy doing the other things that need doing in the house and focusing on the children, things like that. That takes an immense amount of power and magic. So if Molly Weasley was evil, she'd be dangerous. But Molly Weasley channeled all her magic into her family and into her household, and that made her stronger. And also, Bellatrix failed to take into account a mother's love and how protective a mother feels of her young and the power that has. And I was thinking, you don't have to be a witch or a wizard or part of some fictional magical land or magical series of books and films to experience the magic of motherhood, because it happens all the time. Growing another human being in your own body, giving birth to it, and then being able to nurture and nourish that being that you've created is magic. When a baby is born, it's born with a hole in its heart that an adult would need a serious operation to put right. But when a baby cries the first time, it closes the hole in the baby's heart on its own. Tell me that's not magic. When a baby's born, their eyesight's fuzzy, and they can only focus on the distance from their mother's breast to their mother's face, so that they can see their mother's face while they're feeding. Tell me that's not magic. It's just absolutely amazing motherhood, and just the fact that we can do this, the fact that we can reproduce and make our own new people is amazing in itself. But also, it's like, sometimes when, and I do it, sometimes when mums feel taken for granted, and they're like, they think these things just happen by magic. They think all this cleaning and cooking and making at home just happens by magic. Well, maybe that's a good thing, that our children think it's all magic that we do. And they can't believe how much we do for them and how we create a home. You don't realise how much your mother does for you until you become a mother yourself. And you don't realise how much your mother loves you until you become a mother yourself, I don't think. And it really is a kind of magic, the way that mums get things done. When I had 2 kids under the age of 2. And then I did 2 kids under the age of 2 again, not long after that. I look back at videos or pictures of me with 4 very small children, doing what I could around the house, doing the allotment, trying to home educate them, getting here, there and everywhere, managing a bit of exercise, not much, but a bit. And things weren't perfect. But I look back and I think, oh my God, how did I do that? Why did nobody, instead of dragging me down and complaining about the state of my house, or you should be doing this, you should be doing that, why did nobody say to me, you're doing amazing? It's magical, I got. And now, when I'm older and all my kids are grown up, I'll probably look back at this time I'm in now, where I've got teenager to tot, and think, how did you manage all those different age ranges? How did you do that? How did you do this? So you really need to give yourself some more slack for the moment that you're in, and think about the magic that's going on in everyday life rather than worrying. And lastly, people on my Patreon will know what's going on. I am going to reveal it all here eventually. But it's been an awful year. One of the worst years of my life with this court case and everything. And there's been times I felt kind of powerless and like, I wish somebody could just come stop this, what's happening, or I wish somebody could just make this better. And the fact of the matter is, nobody can make it better. We've just got to ride it out to the end. But it made me think about when you're little, there's nothing your mother can't make better. There's nothing your mother can't kiss and make better. There's no bully that your mum can't sort out, and then that's the end of it. And that's the magic that you don't get as an adult. But to be able to look back on that and realise that you had that magic as a child where your mother could sort anything and make anything better, that's an amazing thing to have had. And that's an amazing thing you're doing for your kids. You've got that mother's magic that at the moment, no matter what's going on in your children's lives, you can make it better. You can kiss it better, make it all right. And that's a wonderful thing to be able to do. So, even though motherhood comes with a hell of a lot of worries and a hell of a lot of responsibility and a hell of a lot of changes, both to your body and your mentally, it also comes with this immense amount of magic. And we need to look for the magic in the everyday because it's there. It's there in the faces of our children. And I hope that weren't too schmaltzy for you, but it is absolutely the truth, I promise you. Hey, we're at that bit now, look, where I'm doing the wall. The whole lot needed doing, you know, and you just put your fingers on it and you can feel the plaster crunching under your hands. When we moved in here, the walls in the boys' room, my husband bought boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of polyfiller from where all the plaster was just falling off the walls. And then my daughter's room was stripped, and it was only half stripped, and we didn't know why. And then we realised they'd only half stripped it because the plaster would have fell off the walls otherwise. Yeah, I'm trying to smooth out the best I can, look. I'm not doing bad. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm using a baby knife. It's not that bad. I told you my teenage son come up and he was laughing at me. He was like, that needs sanding down. Doing my best for you. Anyway, I hope you don't think I've twittered on too much there. But it's all stuff I believe in. Being a mother is the best time of my life. I know it is. And I've heard grandchildren's nice as well. And that's probably a whole different type of magic. And caring for your adult children is probably a whole different type of magic. But for now, I'm in this stage of motherhood and this stage of motherhood magic, and I'm enjoying it. So if you like that video, please subscribe. Oh, got an itch. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.